to Rebekah on AC. I just got notification that there is someone that has high turnip prices. So I went over and got some, and I wanted to show how to guide on how you can make awesome amounts of bank when you have high turnip prices with a friend or someone that tells you on maybe Pocket Gamer. Or Turnip Exchange, Animal Crossing Exchange. There's multiple different avenues. I personally use my Discord, and all of my AC buddies on there will say, hey, my prices are huge right now, come on over, and we give out dodo codes. So the first thing that you want to do is get about 400k. If you don't have that amount, you can use any amount that you have. It's not that big of a deal. You're going to come back with more than when you first started. So let's see. So I made 2,000 something when I was there, and sometimes the person that is providing the dodo code will ask you for certain items, or a bag of 99k bells, or 2 bags of 99k bells. Excuse me. Sometimes they want it before you get the ability to reach Nook's Cranny, and sometimes they will accept the payment after the fact. Let's see. Loading screen. Having some difficulty with being frozen, so I just unplugged it and hope for the best. Yep, that's what it was. Okay, so now we have to find the snotty-nosed child, wherever she just so happens. Did I just not see her a second ago? Did you guys see her? I swear to God I saw. Oh, there she is. I did see her. Yes, 95 bells each. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say buy the max. And I kept my ladder because some people aren't prepared for others to come to their town when they have high turnip prices, and you may have to climb to get there. But normally, if you know the person and you know that's not the problem, then you just bring an empty pockets with only turnips filling them. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up the dodo code that was provided to me, and we're going to hope to get in, because it may take a while with someone having high turnip prices. It may take some multiple tries to get in. A lot of people will maintain how many people are allowed to come visit during that time frame, and they'll open and close their gate and only give out dodo codes at certain time frames to individual people, especially on Animal Crossing Exchange. That makes it a lot easier for mobility, getting in, getting out quickly, because you join a line and you wait for a little while, and then they will give you the dodo code once your time in line is up and you're ready to go. I'll try putting in the code one more time, but I think they may have shut down for the night. So basically what you would do is you get the code, or your friend opens their gates, and you take this, all these turnips over to that location and go to Nook's Cranny. You pay them a certain amount of bells. Always leave a tip. It's just nice. That person is not able to sell turnips that day if they don't have any. And so it's just nice to give them tips every time that you go. If you go multiple times especially, at least you know how to. Yep, they've shut down for the night. I will have to show you at a better time. I've been talking too much tonight. My throat's sore. Sorry. So let's act like I have arrived at another person's place. They're usually sitting in a chair somewhere right out front so that they can see you, or a chair right in front of Nook's or behind Nook, somewhere visible to everyone coming. You go into Nooks. It's Sunday at my town right now, so I can't sell turnips. But a good thing to do is you're trying to go as fast as possible, and people are coming in and out like crazy. So what you want to do is you want to say, I want to sell. And then you would click, 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 click as fast as you possibly can. Click all of these items until they're completely done, and then you would press confirm. Now, if you did not take the time to say how much are you buying bells for, you want to make sure that the amount in which they are about to pay you for that is correct. So you should be making, if it's over 500, you should be making at least 2.2 million. So right now he's not selling turnips, of course, because it's Sunday, so you could check the turnip prices here before you went through all the ding, 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 ding of clicking. But sometimes you just want to hurry up and get done with it. Just be careful. There are scammers out there, especially on the big known websites that help, or apps that help you do the turnip trade. So after that, if you didn't already tip that person before you went into Nooks, because some of them force that, they make you drop 2 bags of bells on a stool, like a wooden stool, and then they'll pick them up, and then they'll have you sit on the stool and rotate around to go through the pass or some kind of gateway keeping. So then you would go back and you would find that person and you would drop the bells in front of them. Like, I personally like to keep 99K bells just in case that person wants it prior to. Some people want Nook Mile tickets, which they put as the acronym NMT, or they want rare objects or certain types of objects like statues, etc. And then you would just drop that in front of that person. Make sure that they get it. Step back. Go like this for a second. Make sure that you watch them get that money. And make sure it's the right person too, because there's always a ton of people. So just make sure that you're looking for that person sitting in a specific location, because there's always lots of people running around and you can get highly confused as to who is the person that owns this island, because it doesn't tell you when you're coming over on the Dodo Airlines. So that's something that Nintendo should really look into and fix. So at least you know the island name and the person that you're looking for. Alright, so that's how you make bank with turnips. And now I've got a bunch of turnips to sell. And a lot of people will make a garden area to put their turnips in. Or they'll put them in their basement, etc. I personally am going to turn my oldest son's house into my turnip factory and make him my bank character. I didn't have time to do that a few minutes ago, so I just went and did it myself, because I've got to give him money first and make sure that he has at least 400k. Here's all of my tools so that I could easily pick them up when I returned. You can put them in your house, but when you do, it won't drop them. It'll put them straight up and down, and it takes up a lot of space, so I usually dump them outside somewhere if I'm in a hurry. But with having a bank character, you could do this with any character. You can make up your own tune, and you have the ability to have 8 characters in your island. So make a bank character, use his house, put a bunch of turnips in it, and go on about your merry life. So right now I'm going to... Oh God, I just ate all 10. That was a very bad choice. Very, very bad choice. Don't do that. That was dumb. I don't know why on earth it lets you do that. But drop the items. I'm used to dropping is pushing down. Grab 10. It's silly. So here's another thing. If you don't know, the turnips will rot after a week, so on Saturdays it'll rot away from you. The good thing is if you leave a few on the ground, just one little batch, you can get ants after it rots, and with those ants you can grab them with your net, and that is an extra insect for your museum if you are a completionist. If you don't want to waste the amount that you would be spending on turnips and you're not a completionist, then ignore everything I just said. I personally don't know if I'm going to do that yet. I probably will, but I haven't done it yet. Just because I don't like seeing my little cute turnips rot. They're amazing. Look how cute they are. And they look so awesome whenever they're uniform. I love seeing the gardens that people have with just rows and rows of turnips. It's really cute. But you have to protect those if you have a lot of people coming to your island, and make sure that nobody can reach them. Because you never know. I mean, I'm very trustworthy of people, and I probably shouldn't be. I always believe the best in people, which is probably my downfall. But I like people, and I just hope that they were raised by good parents and they act like a good person too. So what I'm doing now is I am dropping all of these turnips so that I can log into my son's character and come pick up all of them. I also need to go to the bank. Actually, I shouldn't go to the bank because he's going to have all these in his house. That'll work. So I'll put those in his house, and then he'll make bank whenever I find a large amount of turnip prices. But yeah, if you are looking for an app, I personally have used Animal Crossing Exchange. Great app. Loved it. Sat in line for multiple hours, went into multiple places during those hours, and I ended up making 20 million, I think, the first time that I did that for approximately 2 to 3 hours. And it was great. I was really excited. It was weird to have money or bells, and felt good. You could buy whatever you wanted. Then a friend of mine uses the Turnip Exchange. You can find that online as well. I don't know if it's still up or not. I was hearing rumors, but it may be. So look for that too, or any other app. Check it out and see if you like it better than the others. But I really like Animal Crossing Exchange. It also has a fossil, insect, and fish. I don't know what it's called. Counter. Basically, you go down through there and see all the ones that you've caught and check them off, so it's easy for you to find and say, okay, this is the only fossil that I haven't gotten yet. Does anybody have it? Which we do on our Discord as well. So you guys have a fantastic night. Thank you, and sweetest dreams.